It's another Let's Talk About It, but first.
Coming through.
What's going on, everybody? Jeremy back again at the Remy Q Studios. I want to welcome you to my studio. And I figured we would do a Let's Talk About It. I tell you what, I brought a bunch of slabs. This is going to be a look at me 100%. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what I brought. I just grabbed a stack. I didn't even grab a box. I just grabbed a stack of slabs. I'm sure some of them have been shown, some of them have not been shown. But I don't know. I thought we'd have some fun with it. I'll probably throw the invite to the chat because I'm feeling a bit ballsy. Somebody want to show their wang on screen? Let's go for it. I'm going to put that out there first. Let me just post this bad boy right there. Boom. We will not have the lovely Miss Angel with us tonight. We have some family in town. She is entertaining at the moment. But, you know, that is what it is. So, again, I'll throw that out there in case anybody wants to join. I, again, will be going over some slabs. This is a 100% hashtag look at me. I see Comic Journey is in the house. What is up, CJ?
Fuck you, CJ.
That is a joke. That is 100% Mark. I did not mean to play that. I apologize. We'll say hello to the chat real quick, though. First and foremost, Las Cruces, how you doing, sir? Thank you so much. Thank you again. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. What's going on? Hello. We got Kenneth Bird in the house. What is up? Aggressively relaxing. What's going on, man? How you doing? Let me see here. TM checking in. We got Lady F. No Angel, I'm leaving. It's I would say it's a free country. You might not be in a free country though. So I do appreciate I appreciate that you at least came in, you said hello, you hit up the chat. Thank you very much. Again, I'm going to be showing off some slabs, and I leave it completely open if anybody wants to join, naked or not. I took my pants off before I started because it's how we roll. It's how we do things. Anyway, so first things first. Oh, wait a minute. Is this real? Is this real? Is it a holiday? I feel like it's a holiday right now? Is this
lawyer?
Oh my God. If I would have known this, sir, I wouldn't have even opened it to the chat. You know what? Nobody else is allowed in. If you join backstage, I will reject you. Unsubscribe. I apologize that I did this. How are you doing, sir?
Surprise!
Yeah, you took me by surprise. You didn't even say anything in the chat. You just hot shot in here real quick. Damn, man. I appreciate you joining.
Snuck in the back door.
Well, again, I was gonna make this a let's talk about it. Look at me, but gosh, how are you doing, sir?
Go for your life. No, it is a public holiday today, a very stupid public holiday, but I appreciate a day off like everybody else.
Hell yeah, that is awesome.
So I got a 3
What holiday is it? Tell us what holiday it is. Go ahead, tell us.
Yeah.
Hold on. No. Let's do this right.
No, don't.
Go ahead. Let what holiday is it?
It's only in our state, so it's not countrywide. It's only in our state. You've heard of Aussie rules like football?
Yes, a lot.
Yes. Well, obviously it's huge in Victoria, in the state that I'm in, and the grand final is tomorrow. So like the Super Bowl for the Aussie rules, that is tomorrow. For some stupid reason, they decided about 5-6 years ago, we'll have a public holiday on the Friday.
You get off for a sports thing?
The day before the major sports thing. Come on. Okay, make me small again.
I don't know what to say. I have no idea. I don't know. Listen,
weird.
No. This is the thing. I'm not going to trash you. That is amazing. I don't know how you guys swung that, but more power to you. Okay, because I know if somebody if the Super Bowl's coming up, somebody wants to take off, they got to request that shit. There's no way that statewide or national wide or whatever. There's no holidays for this. That is crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and as I said, it's really weird because it's literally only our state, and that is it.
Sydney have theirs on Monday.
Well, I will
Oh, do
drink
they
to
have
that,
theirs on
sir.
Monday, do they?
CJ says it's koala day.
Yeah, well, he is, slightly
You know.
racist.
You know. Well, is it okay with you? Now, I know you're not a slab man.
No, I appreciate all books, regardless of whether they're encased or not. Just because
I mean, if I show this, are you just gonna? Is the whole time? Are you just gonna be imagining? It just gives me chills. You're gonna imagine yourself cracking these open and
you know
releasing
how my mind
them
works
from
by
their
now.
from their tomb.
Depends on the book too.
What about Mighty Thor #1? The Austin LeMay special.
I remember that. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. No, I'd probably to be perfectly honest, I could probably understand somebody slabbing a sketch cover more than a standard book.
There's something about that too. I mean, I've always wanted an Austin LeMay sketch cover, and I'm pretty sure he's to the point now where you don't have the option to get it raw. But I mean, of course, I wanted the slab and I wanted the yellow label. That just made it all the better.
Well, Beck has one. I don't have one, but Beck has one. You muted yourself.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, my mic hit my mic there. All right, this next one, I've shown this a million times, but I don't think anybody else is. It's Thor 148. It's the origin and first appearance of the Wrecker.
No, that's an awesome book.
I mean, I showed this year one. I was super excited when I got it. And again, I don't think anybody else. In fact, I'm claiming it right now. Nobody in YouTube has shown this book ever.
I have, but not on a slab though. I actually bought that about 2 years ago, I think.
Had to ruin my claim.
Yep.
This is a fun one. This is my in your face Mr. DJ Links. I think he was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. I don't see him. Maybe I'm wrong. There he is.
Yeah.
Not the goat. This is the book that I got specifically to throw in DJ Link's face. Forever People #1. It's the first full appearance of Darkseid. In the lowest grade on the census.
I remember.
It's the only 0.5 on the census. And it looks beautiful. And
it doesn't look like a 0.5.
That's why it's a 0.5. Because I get to read about Superman on the back, and most people don't. They just get the cars. In your face, world.
Because it's not that old a book, is it? It's like 1980s or something.
71, my man.
Oh, it's really early, yeah. Well, that just shows how much I know about DC.
Well, it's so funny because it's Forever People #1, right? It says first full appearance of Darkseid. It also says first full appearance of Forever People, but who the hell cares about that?
Everybody's like, who the hell's Forever People?
No. This is another. This is an old ditty here. This was supposed to be an AOK that went wrong. I got this from Mr. Pocan Joe. I thought I got a hell of a deal on G.I. Joe #1. It was Tales of G.I. Joe #1. After I purchased this, I realized my mistake and decided I'd hold on to it for several years until the value of what I paid for it. Tales of G.I. Joe in an 8.5.
And what does it say on the right-hand side of that label?
So this says, reprints G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero #1 from 1988. I was 5. This is a good one. This was an AOK from Mr. Chip Getler. It's a facsimile of Hulk 181.
Nice.
Chip sent that out to me. Appreciate you, sir. This is one that I picked up sometime last year, and I might have been influenced by somebody in the community, but it is Speedball #1.
I didn't know. That's
There
about
is
the only
no
one I
rhyme or
didn't know.
reason. There's no rhyme or reason to this. At all.
That's the only one I didn't know you actually. How I've seen all the rest of these so far, but I didn't actually know you had that.
Defenders #18. First full appearance of the Wrecking Crew. I don't know why this is on there.
That's a cool book.
This is one that I have a raw book of this, and I have the slab, and I don't have a lot of combos like that. I just don't keep a lot of doubles. But Mr. DJ Links had sent that to me. This is a classic here. If you watched my Only Slabs, or what was it called at the time? Whatever Rob
formerly known as Slab Hub.
Slab Hub, that's right. On my Slab Hub episode, I haven't been invited back, by the way. That's why I'm doing this.
Oh, it's
I've
not
got
it's not Spider Whore, is it?
Tons. I can't get an invite back. I was like a backup to a backup to a backup. They don't want me back. This might be the reason why. What the F, starring Spider Whore #1. And as far as
what's wrong with you?
I forgot you have controls. As far as I know, this is the only copy of this slabbed. There may be others, possibly. I don't even know if this will come up on the census. I think they're so ashamed of that. And it does say, dishes the dirt on feminism.
The reappearance of the Spider Whore.
I love that book. This was the first slab that I've ever purchased. He-Man Masters of the Multiverse #1. I've shown this a few times.
That's a wicked cover.
Yeah, this is it says signed and Skeletor by Alan Oppenheimer. 2/29/20. And that's where he wrote Skeletor. And that was the voice of Skeletor. The voice of Skeletor. And I absolutely love this variant of that book.
Yeah, that's a beautiful cover.
This isn't mine. I'll skip that. That's Angel's book. Try to avoid some Angel's books. This is Fury of Firestorm #3. It's a cool cover.
Yeah, it's a nice cover. What does Skeletor sound like again, Remy?
That's what he sounds like. This I had purchased for Miss Angel, X-Men #19. Little negative space action.
That's gorgeous.
It's a beautiful book. This was one that I hunted for this through 2 cons, and then finally just ordered the thing. I don't know what those are doing here.
Oh, Digger Jim actually doesn't have that one, surprisingly enough.
This is the Cho variant Poison Ivy #1.
Yeah,
very busty Poison Ivy. And I
Just
looked everywhere for this for Angel. I could not find it. It was dumb too, because I remember walking around, I had it on my phone. I was like, hey, do you have this? And like, oh, we've got all these other versions of that. And I was like, I don't care about that. I literally am looking for that one. Oh, just the green? Yeah, I'd like to get the green too. The white one, that was actually sent to me from Nick's Kicks and Comics. I want to say I was going to purchase it from him, and he A-okayed it to me. So it was a gift for Angel that he A-okayed me. I don't know how that works out. I guess that's an A-okay to Angel, but I opened it. I don't even think I tried to claim it. I think I gave it to her on screen. It was like, hey, this, I wanted to get this for you, but Nick sent it to you. So, yeah. Digger Jim helped me at Baltimore. We were looking for that everywhere. Couldn't find it anywhere. I was like, who's got the modern books? We're like going around all these places. Pocan Joe's looking around all these places. Yeah.
So is there only 3 versions of it? Is the white, what is a white, green, and red one?
I think there's white, green, and red. That Phoenix?
Yeah, the Phoenix one. Yeah.
I think there's 3. I could be wrong, but I think there's 3. And all I've got is the white. I'd like to get the other ones. This is one of my favorite books of all time. If not my favorite book of all time, Silver Surfer #4.
Yeah, banger.
This was an
Absolute
AOK from Tyler that I opened up with a chainsaw, and took me a few months to get back into that because I realized what an idiot I am. I mean, he sent it in like 1,000 wraps of bubble wrap. It was just a huge bundle of bubble wrap. But this is my favorite cover of all time. I have the Thor statue, and I do not have the coordinating Silver Surfer. Down the road, maybe they're like $200 or $300 usually. Like, it's hard to get the Silver Surfer, and it's got he's on this, like, it's elevated, so he's pointed down at Thor like that. But I do have a giant Thor statue of this cover.
Yeah, that's definitely on my wish list.
This was an AOK from Beckerman. It says True Believers, Kirby 100th, The Mighty Thor #1, signed by Stan Lee.
That is wicked.
And this was another shocker. This was my first and only Stan Lee slab. Obviously,
is it your only
I
Stan
enjoy
Lee?
The cover? You know, it's a classic Thor.
Is that your only Stan Lee signature, or?
It's my only signature. So Angel has, I think she has 2 Stan Lee signatures. All raw. That's the only signature that I have for Stan Lee. And I absolutely love that book. This is Journey into Mystery 89, sent to me by the Illuminati.
Banger.
And this was my book, the book I was hunting for, I think in, I don't know, there was like 2 years. I was like, you know, everyone has their, like, I'm going to get this top 10 books. And I was like, no, I'll get this one book. And I never got it. And there was an opportunity to grab it in a 4.5. And I just timing wasn't right. And these guys hooked me up. And I absolutely love this.
Yeah, I remember how happy you were the day you got that. And I was like, that is just absolutely
awesome. So this is one that I've shown on my channel before, because it's ridiculous. Batman Returns, the adaptation motion picture. It's the goofiest slab I have. Why does anybody get this? Because nobody else wants it.
Some people love the movie books.
The back is awesome.
Yeah, the back looks wicked.
I still want to get the Batman 89 motion picture slab, but for now, Batman Returns. And it's got the Batmobile on it.
Yeah, it's still a cool looking cover, though.
The Batmobile. Which one's your favorite?
Oh, yeah, they're all pretty cool. I think the 89 one would have to be among them. I don't actually mind the Tumbler, like the Christian Bale one. Like, that's just big and beasty. But I think for nostalgia wise, definitely the Batman 89 one.
Oh, look at this, Lady F. Cloak and Dagger 2 with Stan Lee's signature. That's awesome.
I don't actually have any. I have quite a few Stan Lee signatures, but none on books. It's actually all on art.
Really?
Yeah. So, well, they're not actually. Like, it's not original art. It's on. They're on like big, expensive canvas prints. But I still have quite. I have maybe 10 or 15,
10 or 15, really?
something like that.
Enough to do a series on.
If I can work out.
Anyways, we did enjoy having Mad Spidey on.
Asshole.
You jerk. Now I got 10 or 15. You'll never see them. Oh my god.
I got to work out the glare because they're in framed stuff.
The glare? Oh. You spend an hour playing with your lighting. You do a lot of this. I got a whole video on it. What's up, Marcus? How you doing, man?
Hey, Marcus.
You could join us if you want. You don't have to, but you can. X-Men 137. Another staple. Everybody should have this.
I actually got AOK'd that book.
Really? From who?
Yeah. Silver Knight Kyle, surprisingly enough.
Oh, nice.
So that was, very, very nice of him. Because I'm like, oh, yeah, I love that book. And then he's like, oh, I have a spare copy. I'll send it to you. Very nice of him.
I don't think this is mine, but it's a lovely lady cover.
Bit of J. Scott Campbell goodness.
Pretty sure that one's Angels.
You have a question in the chat?
I do, yes. It's from 2 years ago, and it's a lot of this. And nothing. There's no words.
It's just, I'll play with lighting.
No words. It's just, and then a lot of this deal where I'm like,
Did you run out of ideas at the time?
Wonder Woman Black and Gold #6. This is badass.
Ooh.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Who did that cover?
I absolutely love my Wonder Woman books. This says it's Comic Mint exclusive, and it's Lee Bermejo.
Ah, yes.
And there's just something about, I don't think it will convey through the camera, but there's like layers to the picture. It's like
you can sort of
you kind of see like the
going up and
streaks
down.
here. Yeah, it's like there's like layers to the artwork, and it looks so cool. And there's something about kind of like the Austin LeMay sketch cover where it's like we just have just a touch of color. You know what I mean? And it just pops so much. And this isn't even like a crazy gold or anything, but I love this cover.
It's just the necessary highlights needed.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like it's like I don't know. It's not, I mean, there's no like, it's not like a erotic cover or anything, but there's just, I don't know. I think it's just a beautiful cover. I love that. I don't think I've ever shown that one before. These both are Angels. I'll skip those.
More Phoenix books, obviously.
Shazam.
No.
Gambit.
Oh yeah, Gambit as well.
And if I can get this out. This is Marvel 2-in-1 #3 from 1974 from Simple Simon.
I got in first.
And I showcased this on Spidey's channel, I believe, over the weekend.
That's
Halo
correct.
Slab. It was intended on being my first Halo Slab. But this was the actual first Halo Slab that I received.
That's the banger.
And it's gorgeous.
And we
What's
have
going
another
on,
guest.
man? How you doing? Let's talk
What
about
up?
it.
What up? Good to be here. These are some sick books. I love that Wonder Woman cover, man. That thing.
Yeah. Again, I don't think I've ever shown that one, but yeah, I don't know. It was about 20, 25 slabs or so. I figured I'd do a little look at me.
What up, Simon?
What's going on, brother?
It's Angel's Remark.
Mako.
Studion.
Killed it.
Sorry, I just happened to find that here. And that's it. I just grabbed a stack.
That's
I
it.
don't have
No,
boxes of slabs. I've got stacks of slabs. Like actually I have 2 boxes set aside, and then I just have stacks of different stuff everywhere.
That Miko Sion, that was a sick remark, man. Where'd you get that one done at?
That was at Heroes Con. So Angel,
Nice.
the last day, I think she actually might have been the last freaking remark, and she waited, and she didn't know what book to get, and she didn't know what to request or anything, and she landed on this. The book itself is awesome. And then he was like, "Who do you like?" And she said, I think she said Gambit and Rogue. And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to do Gambit." And he freaking destroyed this thing.
Yes, he did.
And the cool thing is, and I told her, like, when we see him again, because this is a connecting cover. So I told her she needs to get the other one and then get Rogue, like, on the other side. And then she'll have both Gambit and Rogue. But she's got to take this as a reference, because I thought about it. And if he poo-poos Rogue, and it's like, I mean, nothing against... it's like if it's not to the same caliber, they don't go together. It's gonna bother me.
It's got to flow together. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to at least make it look cohesive, like similar size. Again, the styling and everything to be
same
similar.
size, same styling, and she needs to be facing the other way, so it looks almost like a.
And I kind of like that too. You know, like they're not even facing each other. Like, you know, it's the love story that can never be. There you go.
Shout out to my fellow dad bod revolutionary. What up, John? Good to see you, homie.
So how you doing, Marcus?
I'm doing well, man. I am off tomorrow, so usually I would be fighting going to bed right now.
Damn, everybody is just on holiday right now. What is up? I'm like
party
dying out here. Like, golly. Today sucks so bad at work, and I was like, I couldn't wait to get off, and then I got home, and literally it was like one of those, like, shit, man, I gotta go back in and do it all again tomorrow. Damn it.
Man,
it's like one of those things where you go in and you felt like you never left. I was like, well, what am I doing here?
Hey, Katie.
I got an awesome message today at work telling me that I had 6 days of PTO that I needed to take before I got to the minimum, and I had like 18 days until I get to the maximum. So they were telling me I need to take PTO, which is one of those good problems.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I did that. There was 1 year that I take that back. There's a lot of years that I didn't take all of my days, but there was 1 year in particular that
there's never a year.
Saved up a lot of time, not on purpose. And it was the only time that I ever had an employer be like, "Hey, you gotta use this up." And I think for the last maybe 3 or 4 months of the year, I took off every Monday and every Friday.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then after that, they said, "You will never do this again." And it was like, no joke. They were like, clever, and you'll never do this again. And I think they made a rule about it. I think it was like implemented in a book somewhere where they like future
the Remy rule
handbook. You are not allowed to save up days and just take 4-day weekends to the end of the year. Like, it was glorious. You want to talk about, I mean, going into work for 3 days.
Yeah, it ain't nothing.
It was nothing. Yeah. Like, I was on cruise control the whole year. It was great. But yeah, I did that one time. They were like, "Nope, never
Maybe
again."
I should think about doing something like that. Let me think about it. Not work a Friday in December.
Because this is the thing. Like, let's say let's say you take two weeks off or whatever. It's like, okay, great. You know what I mean? Like, you get a nice little stint there. But there's something
But it doesn't last.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's something about making that last where literally you're just taking you're getting more time off than you are actually working every single week until the end of the year. Like that's it's the best setup.
I'm gonna have to look into what I can do with that. That might be an option for me.
Yeah.
I already took off a week into November, but I still got a bunch more.
Yeah.
I might change the rules too. Let's see what I can do.
Dude, get creative with that shit. I remember I had I was managing a shop once and all of a sudden corporate was like, you guys have to work Saturdays. And of course I got the like everyone was like, ugh. But you got a day off during the week. And like everywhere else, they would just assign people a day. They were like, all right, you get Tuesday off, and then you got to work this Saturday. And then like every other week, you got a day off in the middle of the week. And I was like, that still sucks, man. Like who likes that? So literally, like my crew, you got either Monday or Tuesday off, and then you just alternated the whole year, like until they stopped doing Saturdays. But it was like you were guaranteed to still have a weekend at least every other week, where you had like a 2-day block. Like I just feel like that's just like especially if it's something new, because nobody likes to like all of a sudden have to work weekends. So it was like, screw that, man.
Yeah. That's the problem with corporate, is they don't give a damn about things like that,
I know, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you can get creative with it, especially like if you're the one making up the schedules, get creative with that, and at least try to double up some days for somebody.
Yeah, if we didn't
fair, and they're like, all right, nobody gets to take Friday off because then you get double days off. I was like, screw that, man. Just alternate it with people. It's not that hard.
Yeah, if we didn't have this public holiday today, which automatically closes us on Saturdays, this would have been my 3rd or 4th Saturday in a row.
Mm-hmm.
What's the holiday?
It's for sports.
It's a stupid one.
It's sports. It's like the Australian Super Bowl, and they get the Friday before off.
What sport is it?
For Aussie rules.
Cricket.
No, football.
Rugby.
Aussie rules football.
Is that rugby or is that something different?
No, rugby. Surprisingly enough, Beck actually said when Remy asked me that question, the next state up that are more of a rugby state, they actually get the Monday off for their grand final. Whereas Victoria, with the state that I'm in, it's mainly predominantly in our state. We get that Friday off.
We absolutely should get off the Monday after the Super Bowl. Fuck this. I want to change this. If you guys get that, why can't I get it?
This is football. Only it looks crazy. They're like kneeing each other in the face.
Whoa, what? Hold on. Sign me up.
Be careful if you play it, because we showed it on the Legion. We showed it on the Legion Hangout, and he got a copyright claim for it.
Well, it says football or footy.
Wait, they're not wearing uniforms. Oh,
no,
God,
man. No,
they're
jumping 10 feet in the air, kneeing a guy in the face. That's what's up. That's what's up.
You crazy bastards.
They were
Look
like,
at
hey,
these crazy fuckers, dude.
Let's mix MMA with soccer and American football, and we'll call it Aussie rules. And it's gonna be so badass that people have to take a day off to prep for it.
Oh my God, dude. How have I not heard of this?
Dude,
I mean, I actually have heard the term. I've heard the term Aussie rules football, but I guess I always assumed it was rugby.
No, because
doesn't look like
rugby's more in the northern states. It's predominant up there, whereas Aussie rules actually, like, it's AFL, so Australian Football League. It started as VFL, Victorian, like the state that we're in, Football League, and then they obviously started putting teams in other states and things like that, so it became nationwide.
What gets me, though, and I mean, I guess it makes sense, because if they're not wearing freaking 60 pounds of pads, these dudes are jumping like 10 feet in the air, and it just shows a crowd of guys
throwing their body at each other,
throwing leg kicks and stuff.
Yeah, dude, this is nuts. No, thank you.
Well, rugby is pretty. Like, I don't follow rugby, but rugby can be pretty brutal too, because it's basically along the same lines as American football with absolutely no pads.
Yeah.
So they're literally
which would make you
into each other and no pads.
So I've heard people argue that that's actually better, because in American football, you're protected by the pads, so you go full speed without any thought about it.
But
But if you don't have the pads on, you're thinking about it. So you're still going full speed. But these guys don't seem to be slowing down. They seem to be going full speed.
I'm going to say this though, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. These look like soccer players. They don't look like football players. Like football players in America are monsters. It literally is the biggest dudes you're going to find, other than in like wrestling. Like that's what it is. Like they couldn't make it in wrestling, so they're like, all right, I'll play football. But these are monster human beings, and the guys that I see here legit look like soccer players. No offense to my soccer players out there.
No, you are, because
they look like they're very lean, athletic, tall jumping men. Not like if you get hit by a bus type of guy. Like you can, if you had no pads, you get hit by a football, any third string football player, like you're crippled. Like I don't know, like you're done. I don't know what to do. You can't. You're not walking.
And it's
what a poke, Joe.
The that's why a lot of Australian Aussie rules footballers have been recruited as kickers for American football teams.
I can see that.
Because of the obviously, because you pretty much all you're doing is kicking the ball. Like you do handball the ball in our sport as well.
Oh, they can kick it too, though. That's what you're saying.
You kick it. You can handball.
Like you in trouble, you can punt the thing down the.
Well, it's mainly a game of kicking. Actually, handballing is actually secondary. It's mainly kicking to get distance, but it's based on speed and.
Why do I see round
agility.
Stadiums? What's up with a round stadium?
It's an oval.
All right, I
Close
quit.
enough.
No, I quit. Off the rip. I don't like it. I'm not trying to be that guy. Like, oh, look at my guns. I'm American. But damn it, this is so foreign to me. I'm upset at what I see. I'm impressed and upset all at the same time. I don't know how to. Let's talk about it for a second. You have an oval stadium. What's up with an oval stadium? What?
It is what it is. Just the way it's always been.
I mean, I hate to be like an advocate for Wendy's, but let's not cut corners here. You got an oval stadium, my man. It doesn't. I don't know, where do people come in at? It's like a coliseum. Is that what it is? Is it like a gladiator thing?
Well, it's pretty much the actual.
If there's no lion, then I'm not watching.
No, the actual ground itself will be round, but the actual lines make it an oval inside the ground. So you know how you'll see some sports will have just a square or a rectangular playing field like American football, but it might be in a round stadium.
Swimming pool, tennis court, basketball court. Any court has to be square. If it's not a court if it's not square. There's no round court.
I want to do it. Hang on, I gotta.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it.
Hang on. Now I gotta find it. There it is.
You gotta find it.
White shadow.
I can still see you.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Circle within a oval, within a triangle, and a square. What the hell? Jesus Christ.
Look,
how's it going, guys?
My favorite line was, I'm not trying to be, I'm an American, look at my guns. That was good shit right there.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
What's up, Chip? How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Wow, that hat is nice.
Oh, they got nice, pretty colored little footballs.
Oh, you already went to there. I was looking for it.
Look at this. What is this?
Man, the video I was looking at, they were just launching.
The videos every day. I'm not going to do the videos, but I mean, look at these action shots here. Look at this shit here. Look at that. That's crazy.
That seems like concussions galore to me, but
it's become a big thing lately, like it has been for a while in American football.
Yeah.
Concussion has been
coming. You know what? This is the type of dude I imagine, though. Look at that guy. No hair. He's not muscular, but you don't fuck with that dude. Like that dude's gonna beat your ass.
You don't fuck with rugby players or them.
Yeah, there's right in the park right next to my
fucking beat you down.
The park right next to my subdivision actually it's a rugby park, so they play rugby there all the time. They got a league that comes out and plays, and it's pretty crazy. Yeah,
yeah. Did you move?
No, I didn't move. No, I'm still.
Is it round? If it's not round, I'm not going to talk about it.
It isn't round though. That's why I was confused because it's not round.
Right? Right? Wow.
It's a rectangle. I'm like, what?
I've
So
never heard of this. I've never heard of round state. Like, I mean, I don't know. That's weird.
yeah,
That's not
I agree.
natural.
Yeah,
It's called not being a sheep and being an individual.
That's
exactly.
right.
Yeah, I guess
No,
so.
somebody winged it. That's what that is. They made that shit up.
Called someone a little too drunk and decided,
Yeah,
let's make a
The
sport
architect
in
was
a
like,
oval
"Oh crap, we
in a
forgot to put
circle.
sides on this. What are we gonna do? Let's make a new sport. Call it Aussie rules." I'm excited for this. I need to watch this. Can I stream
And
it? Is it
it's been
streamable?
going since the early 1900s.
Is it
Really?
streamable?
They seem to have pretty high scores. How does the scoring like? They must score more than.
I think the highest score I've ever seen has been like 180 to like 100 or something.
Holy shit.
It's like
Yeah, that is-
basketball rules. Just 3 points the whole time.
No, you've got four posts.
Okay.
So you got 2 main posts and then 2 outer posts. If you kick it through the 2 main posts, it's 6 points. And if the 2 outer posts, it's 1.
Thank you. Thank you. Jesus freaking Christ.
Yeah, I don't.
You got to have.
I don't.
Jeez.
It says I don't.
You got to
I
know
feel like I would
calculus
go
in
to
order to
this.
play it.
And somebody would score, and I go, "Yeah!" And then everyone's like, "What are you celebrating?"
What are you doing? He only
I
got
don't
3
know
points.
what I'm looking at. This is crazy.
How baked are you right now?
You know, the bad
Poor
part about it is he
Simon.
probably could have let himself back
Oval.
in.
I did. I was looking for the clips.
Oh,
I mean, you know what it is. You know what it is, Spidey. It's that I'm jealous. That's what it is. I'm jealous
Mm.
because I don't understand this, and I want to so badly.
It'd be like an Australian watching an American football game for the first time, going, "What the fuck is going on?"
You know what?
I can follow it. I can follow it, but there's still a lot of stuff about the game I don't know. Like probably more about the technical aspect. But I can still watch a game and enjoy a game of American football. But a lot of Australians will look at it and go, "Look at these pussies wearing their pads and stuff like that," and I don't know what the hell's going on. What's all this bloody, weird talk and hudding and button hawk and what's all this
They
crap?
plan it out. There's no huddle in this, is there? They just go.
They just go. There's game plans, but when you're on the bench, there is a coach has a phone to ring the bench down below on the ground because he'll be up in the box, in the coach's box.
Mhm.
And he'll be like, "Okay, we need to get a message to so-and-so. I want you to change positions or I want you to do this or whatever." But it's
gotta
all on the
watch it.
fly. It's
Yeah.
all on the fly.
I gotta watch this. Who am I rooting for, Spidey? You give me a team. Now think about this carefully, because listen,
I don't actually follow
when I
it.
back something, I back it all the way.
Mm.
So
All I can say is you could back any team you want as long as it's a Victorian team and it's not Collingwood.
Okay, those were words.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. If you pick a team, I'll say yes or no. Hopefully you just pick Melbourne. Melbourne will do. There's a
Okay.
Melbourne team.
yeah,
Melbourne Demons.
I'm in.
The Melbourne.
Oh, I
Demons.
can't do demons.
Mm.
I can't do demons.
Do people dressed up like that?
There you go.
You get like wild. Is that because I did like? What's the crowd like? Are there men shirtless with paint, beer, just crazy, or they're like
I can get pretty full on. Nudity, not so much, but there are people that like, full get ups and like paint their faces
I mean,
like half red,
So
half
it's
black. and-
similar to a football game then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I just because like if you go to like tennis, we should do that. I'm gonna start. I need to do that. Has that been done before? I need to celebrate sports at the wrong sport. So like I'll be the football fan at a tennis game, and like
Yeah.
no shirt. Whoever my player is like painted up, like just fucking making noise.
And then you get kicked out like 2 seconds later.
Yeah, but you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like that'd be funny. Like I want to be the wrong sports fan guy.
Mm. Yes, we have hooligans at the game. They're called bogans.
Bogans.
Yeah, bogans.
Bogans.
Yeah. They're like
that would be a good
what
name.
what you'd call like somebody from Deliverance, like
Somebody
redneck
from
sort of,
Deliverance.
Oh,
like
okay.
redneck
Okay.
sort of style.
Yeah.
I
sort of thing.
understood that reference.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
Yeah, a few of them around, yeah.
Is Deliverance the what is Deliverance? Is that the one
Is that
where
the
they're in
movie?
woods?
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that the
Yeah.
squeal like a pig one?
Squeal like the pig. Yeah. Warm 80 or
No,
warm.
God, no.
What the
That's
hell's
not
his name?
fun.
Burt Reynolds.
I didn't mean to do that. There's a
Sorry.
bug on my. I was trying to. There's
That's
a fruit
fine.
fly that's
That's
bugging me.
Chip survives.
That's
Yeah, sweet.
I'm used to
I
it.
think there's like in every game, unless there's quiet, like at the tennis, I think everybody gets hooligans
did
or
I do?
bogans or idiots.
Mm.
Man, I gotta check this out.
You're
I'm
no
just trying
longer
to
an
see if
honorary.
I can stream it. I want to know if I can stream. I want to watch it live. I don't want to watch anything that's happened. I know it'd
Yeah.
be at a weird time, but
Mhm.
Yeah, well, it'll be on what 2 or 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So that it would be 14 hours behind for you, Remy, because you're East Coast. So what's that, about 1 a.m, I think?
changed my mind. I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
Wow.
I'll watch the replay. I'll watch the highlight. I'll root for my demon team.
Yeah. He'll be
No,
watching
they're
Red
not
Zone.
playing tomorrow. They're not in the grand final, but they just missed out.
What do you have? Is it a cup? Is it a belt? Is it a trophy? What do they win?
It's like a big trophy. Yeah, it's probably, I don't know. Yeah, it's
Is
probably
it
about
like a football? Like a big football?
no, it's like a big cup.
So it's a
Like
cup.
a yeah.
Do they
it's
drink
like-
from
Stanley
it?
Cup.
They call it a trophy, but it looks like a big cup.
Okay.
I'm so interested in this. I feel silly that this has been going on this whole time, and I've known you, and I don't know anything about this.
Well, that's why
And I
said
had
be
to find
careful.
out on your holiday.
That's what I said. We had this discussion on one of Mark's Legion hangouts, and he played some footage, and then he got a copyright thing for it.
No, we're not going to play.
So
the
who's your
footage.
squad? Who's your squad? Are you into
I
it?
don't actually follow it. I used to when I was a kid. And I used to play it when I was a kid. But
You
I got
played this? This was
Yeah.
this was an activity children play?
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
That doesn't seem
Jeez.
safe.
I grew up
No,
playing
not at
a
all.
lot of sports. I played a lot of
These
sports.
guys
when
are
I was
doing
younger.
jump kicks, like a straight up side kick. Wah! Rugen, right, like right in the jaw, like wow.
Yeah, a lot of knees to the
That's
jaw for
crazy.
sure.
And then you got to, or like what they do in American football too, you got to try and smother the ball to try and stop them kicking it as well. So you're literally diving like Superman to try and block the ball. And
You can just kick it at any time. So you
Yeah.
can catch it and run with it. That's rugby though, right? Isn't that? I don't understand the difference. here. Why
rugby,
is this different?
rugby's more hands. This is more feet. But you can
Rugby's
still be,
like
you're
running
you're
it
running,
and then
yeah,
tossing it.
you're physically running with the ball like you do in American football.
Uh-huh.
But then you've got, I think it's 10 feet or something like that. You have to bounce if
and
you
then
want
have
to keep
bounce
running.
or- yeah,
You
cross
bou-
it.
you bounce the football,
Yeah, bounce the football.
or what?
So-
Is it like traveling? You get like if you don't, they call do they blow the
It's
whistle if you go
called
too
holding
far?
the ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you hold
I
it
love
too
how they
long, you don't
simplify
get
it. Holding the ball. You're
Holding
holding
the
the
ball.
ball. Of course I am. That's what it's called. That's what it should be called.
Mm.
We got all
Yeah.
these stupid names for that.
Ball hogging.
Charging, like charging, traveling. Blah. You're holding the ball, bro. Like
You're
you
holding the
guys
ball,
put
bro.
the ball
Yeah.
down. I want to see. I've seen them bounce that football and catch it. That seems impossible to me.
It
I feel like
takes a
that
lot of
is
skill
something-
to do that to an oval ball.
Yeah.
To bounce it and catch it.
Yeah. Has
Mm.
anybody ever like flopped that though? They like go
Oh,
to bounce it and then it just fucking. They're like, oh, then they get murdered in the street. You
Happens
kill
all
your
the time.
players in the streets.
Happens
They
all
do
the
that
time.
in South America. Like when somebody loses a goal, they kill that guy.
Well, to start the game, there's the center bounce. So you have the main circle in the middle where there's the two biggest, generally the tallest players. they'll basically bounce the ball straight up. It'll go up, and then they got to tip it to obviously their own team.
So
and
it's a
then
jump
you-
Like a
ball.
basketball.
Yeah,
like a jump ball in basketball, except throwing
But
it.
they're actually
bounce it.
bouncing it. So
Bounce
if
it to
the
go.
bounce isn't right, it could just go one way or the other. And
I don't know, man. I feel like y'all just mix matched a whole bunch of stuff together.
Yeah.
quite possible. As I said,
I
it's
see
been
why I
around
thought
like,
This sounds, you know
well,
what it
well
sounds- it
over
sounds
100
like-
years.
This sounds like two dudes 100 years ago got drunk
Actually,
or stoned or something. Where someone was like, you know, it'd be really great. What if we took a football, and threw it around and kicked it around. Hey, you're holding the ball.
Yeah.
The guy gets caught for holding the ball. Man, that's crazy.
There is an
I-
American Jesus, though, Beckerman.
1896
Oh my gosh.
is when it
Jeez.
started.
Well, when did football start? I don't know. When did American football
Oh,
start?
American football?
Yeah. Maybe
It's like
we stole
30s.
this and they were like, they just simplified it. They're like, we can't do all that
1921 was the Bears, I think.
with the leather helmet.
When
Yeah.
did
That was a
That's
lot
when
of
Bears
protection.
started.
American football start?
1869. It
1869?
evolved.
Yeah,
It
there you
evolved from soccer and rugby.
Well, didn't they
Mm.
have soccer? Like, didn't the Aztecs have soccer? They're like kicking heads in the hoops and stuff. Or like, I thought that's where it started. Yeah, I'm pretty
Rutgers
sure
and
Aztecs
Princeton.
were shooting hoops or something with heads. You know what I'm talking about? It's real.
Mhm.
It happened.
Mhm. It happened.
Historical evidence brought to you by Remy Q Studios. If you
Yes,
have any other
yes.
historical questions, just DM me on IG and I will answer them on the next Let's Talk About It.
Next week, we learn about quantum physics. Remy
Yes.
Q style.
Yes, and we'll review Interstellar, my favorite movie of all time.
There you go. There you go.
God, I need to watch that movie still.
You haven't seen
Yeah.
Interstellar?
I've been meaning to watch it for years, man. I should sit down
It's a
and
good
watch
movie.
it tomorrow.
Yeah, that is a
Man.
great movie.
I've
I
heard
think it's
many
like
people say it.
2015, man. You got,
Yeah, I'm a little late.
Just a
I
little
love that
spoilers.
movie. I love that movie. I've been trying to get Angel. Angel hasn't watched it. My boys haven't watched it. I'm like, listen, I mean, if you guys aren't prepared to change your lives, then we can just keep living how we are now, or you can experience something that is beyond experiences. Like, I don't know. I have nothing bad I can say about it. Nothing. Other than it took me 2 watches to figure out what the heck I'm watching. I was like, I don't know.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Mhm.
I like
Yeah,
it when
this
you
is
gotta
too
figure
smart
it
for
out.
me. But then upon second viewing, I realized that I'm a quantum physicist. I know everything there is to know now. So
It's
Oh,
all
yeah,
connected.
Yeah.
it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
If you have a
What up,
question on
Rob?
relativity, I'm your guy. Okay. I
Mhm.
watched the movie 12 times. I know all about relativity. Okay.
Fucking Beckerman.
I'm not claiming to be an expert, but I'm claiming to be an expert. What's up, Rob? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Rob.
Well, we're talking about foosball or Aussie rules. Spidey got a 3-day weekend off of this shit, and it is amazing.
Mhm.
That is nice.
I needed the time off too. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you, man.
You got any plans for your day off besides YouTubing?
Trying to catch up on some rest. I've been turning into one of the insomniacs.
No, I can't do that.
No.
Die faster when you do that.
Yeah,
I need to catch
really
up on reading tomorrow myself.
I haven't got any new books to read in a while. I'm trying to think. Does anybody review old books? That's what I want to do.
I think there's
Wanna
a few
crack
channels
open
that do
something
They
it.
old.
definitely do.
I changed my
seen
mind.
Explained.
I'm not doing that now. I'm not doing that shit.
John's
I'm
Comics.
no copycat. Shit.
Yeah.
Gotta
I
do
know
some
John's
original-
Comics does old X-Men
John's
books.
Comics. Yeah. Yeah.
I never know
Shit.
what the hell's going on.
Maybe for something different, join Remy Q Studios as we read the book backwards. All right, we start at the end. You start with the conclusion. You figure out what brought them there, and we dissect
Mhm.
the different steps that brought them there. I'd like a choose your own adventure comic book as well. They still haven't come out with that to my liking. I'd like a choose your own adventure. And I want the full series. That's the thing. Not just a one-off, no one-shots. I want the full series. Like, you end it this way, and they're like, all right, you need to buy issue 2B. And then that's where your story goes. And then everybody else is on like 2A. And then you want to sell books. That's how you do it. You just need to change a couple little things. But I also want people to die. Like, that's the other thing too. Like, just like the hero is like, he falls in the pit and you're dead. And that's the end of the story. There's no more issues for you. You want a different story, you got to go back and pick a different adventure. Because your adventure sucked. I used to love those. I would also bookmark those, like in the books. You ever do that? Like, it was a choose your own adventure, and then there was a really difficult point, and it was like, I was like, oh man, I don't know. Should I go left or go right? I don't know. And I would like bookmark that one point, and then sure enough, I'd go left. Well, that was the wrong fucking move. So I got to go back, and then I would go right that time. Doctor Who style. Like, just, and then I'm back and I start it all over again. We're going the other way.
Isn't there a Schwarzenegger movie somewhat like that where they have to pick? What was that movie he did where he had to pick his adventure and not Running Man? No, I don't remember what it's called.
No, it's not Running Man.
Was where, that was where he was a prisoner.
Yeah, no,
and he had to play in the games to survive.
I'll be back,
sort of thing.
only in a rerun. I want to get that clip only in a rerun.
Yeah, I can't remember what that movie was.
Yeah, I've started thinking about clips, but I'm trying to think of ones that like nobody else has.
Yeah.
Thinking.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of everything. I'm getting rid of all my clips. I'm gonna start fresh. I think 2024 is going to be the new year. We start fresh at Remy Q Studios. Gonna have some fresh clips.
Retire
I need a couple staples. The Gobble Gobble is going to stay. That'll stay in the arsenal forever, my man. I just want you to know that. I feel like on my deathbed, I'll be wishing my loved ones goodbye, and then I'll say, "Can you one last time play the Gobble Gobble?" And that's what I'll die to as my last breath.
I came, I saw, I sat on your face.
Gobble Gobble. Just chuckling to myself.
Yeah, you could probably cut mine down from about 6 or 7 clips, maybe down to 1 or 2.
You don't like to be the main source of clips. I like how I only have one of the other Simon. It wakes everybody up.
Yeah, this is my best ever.
I remember the first time you played that, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" Because it's so loud. I'm not going near your clips, CJ. No, it'll be movie clips probably. I'm not, and Remy will have to help me with that because I got no idea what I'm doing.
I told you, man. If you think of something,
yeah. All I got on mine at the moment is just the stuff for C3 at the moment. So, and of course my awesome intro by the one and only Freaky Louie.
Is that your first intro? That's not
I do not have any intros. I've actually talked to somebody. I've talked to somebody in the community about getting some intros. It's just a matter of getting some time and some money together because I said I'd pay for it. So
I know a guy who you could reach out to, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
Can you just put it in the private chat?
No, I'm not putting anything in the private chat. I put stuff in the private chat. People read the private chat. That's why I read the private chat. That private chat's not private.
The amount of times
that
like that was in the private chat. You're not supposed to say it out loud.
Yeah, you put something in the private chat, somebody will blow that shit up. Doesn't matter what it is.
And Beckerman, I'm there for you, buddy. Just have Jill call me.
FOC that week. Oh no, that sounds like a deathbed. Yikes! Nobody wants to discuss FOC. I've been waiting for a really good FOC show. I've been waiting for somebody to do FOC how it's supposed to and really review what's coming up.
Yeah, man. Someone should do that. Rob showed me how to sneak it in, so I'm going to start sneaking it in.
Oh man, there we go. Finally got that thing. That fruit fly was bugging me. Y'all got fruit flies? You got fruit flies in Australia, Spidey? Terrible.
Yeah, but further up north though, we get big blowflies.
Blowfly.
Yeah, they're
You
like a
always bring some
normal
random shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
normal. It's like a normal house fly, but like 5
Looks
times
like a
the size.
fly. Yeah, it's just a regular fly.
Yeah, it looks like a normal fly, but it's a lot bigger.
Ew! Hold on. Oh. Oh, you get a couple of those things together. That's nasty.
All right, let's see. What we got?
Just look at the one where they're all in a pile.
You could probably put that on the screen, unless you want people to.
I don't. This is what I don't get. It's just is everything in Australia just scarier and like
Yeah, dude. It does seem to be the
it's
case.
like monster size. Like
Well, it's funny you say that because I remember one of the Spidey's outbacks, like Austin was on, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're going to go to Japan in the next year or two." And I said, "Well, it is only a very short trip down to Australia." And he's like, "No, the missus is scared of Australia. We're not going there." She said, if I'm coming down, I'll come down by myself, but the missus is not coming with us.
that's what I mean.
No. I've seen enough videos where it's a hard pass for me.
So I mean, you got like giant bugs and stuff there. Just weird. It's like mutated. Like just shit came off the boat and just it was like, whoa, this is a great place to live. Just started growing up. It was weird.
Yeah,
It's the
plenty of
snakes.
You can't swim
plenty of
anywhere. Like it's just
snakes,
crazy.
snakes, spiders, sharks, bugs.
The snakes and spiders. Yeah, the spiders too. Yeah. No thank
Yeah, but
you.
it's
But
like
as-
it's like if you go to the beach, then you're getting eaten by a shark. If you go to anywhere else where there's water, you get eaten by a crocodile. You can't go in the woods. You got killer birds and shit there. It's
I got you,
weird,
Dr. Nick.
man.
I got you.
Chip,
Just
that's
live
going to
in
be so
fear all the
beautiful.
time.
I can already hear it.
Yes, exactly.
Just wing it.
Italian opera style.
Jim will be moved, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be
Chip-
how I. That's gonna be
Chip
how I end
knows
my
beautiful.
channel.
Beat me with a bat.
I'm gonna end Remy Q Studios with a makeshift funeral for the channel. We'll lay this bitch to rest. Just call it a day. I'll play
What
the
up?
gobble gobble for an hour long straight.
There
And then
you go.
after that, if anybody's left, then we can
Yep.
say some words and it'll be over. That's it.
Mhm.
What up, Ryan Riley? I didn't see you sneak in here.
Oh
Hey,
shit.
Ryan,
Yeah,
how you
I'm sorry.
doing?
I'm slacking. What's up?
I did actually highlight him before.
What's
No,
up?
I missed that.
This is the
Yeah.
Let's Talk About It hangout with the best panel on the YouTubes.
Classy stuff.
And me.
Oh no.
Beckerman and I got some local wrestling on Saturday. I'm excited about.
Oh, do you?
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna go down. My favorite tag team is going up in a match with their old manager. So yeah, I'm ready
Nice.
to go.
What a
bro.
little boy, man.
Didn't click that. I did. That was Spidey. 100%.
That was perfect.
Mark, just listen to me. I didn't click that.
Beckerman knows
freaking
I tune out. As soon as the wrestling starts coming in, I'm playing every clip that Remy's got.
I think we got well, Angel's sister's down, but I think we're going to the fair. The fair's in town.
Hmm.
My son Logan wanted to invite his lady friend out.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
not ready for that.
Mhm.
yeah.
I am
Well, you know
not
what he told me?
involved.
He said he wanted to invite her out. And I was like, all right, we can do that. Then he tells me grandma doesn't like him. She, I guess, was like a teacher helper or something at school. She doesn't like him. So maybe they can bump into each other. I was like, oh shit. Y'all are planning this on the sly.
Exactly.
Like we gotta find like I gotta act like it's a surprise. Like, oh, what are you guys doing here? Ooh, so crazy. Why don't you guys go on the Ferris
That's
wheel?
funny.
Like I gotta be the wingman of my son. He's 12. It's weird.
Jeez.
And the worst part is he's telling me this, and I was like, "What the hell does this old bag have against you, anyways?" Like, I'm like cussing this old lady. I don't ever met her. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I
I
guess
was
it's
thinking
different.
maybe
Girls and
maybe she
boys,
was around when
that's
you were
different.
at the same school. She's like,
Yeah.
I remember your father. He was a
That's what I
real
mean,
troublemaker.
Yeah, I think it's different. She's
Probably so.
she's grandma looking over little girl. That's a different story there. I don't have any girls. So
Yeah, I just got back from Branson. I was down. Spent a week in Branson. Oh joy,
Missouri. Oh God.
Missouri. Yeah,
how was
It's
that?
backcountry.
it was okay. Not bad. Not bad.
Vacation,
Should've-
family?
Vacation with my sister-in-law and my wife and brother-in-law. So we just kind of.
So you like traveling with the family then?
I went to Branson.
Well, I didn't know if they. I mean, did they live there? Or you like travel?
I'm not saying.
them?
I'm not saying. Yeah.
No.
No, they don't live there. No, they live in Dallas.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I don't.
Yeah,
I
they
don't,
came up. They came up from Dallas, and then we went down from Illinois.
20 years. I think I took one family trip. I was like, I'm done with that shit. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do
Yeah.
it. I can't stand your family. I was well,
Exactly, Remy.
I don't like it.
Exactly.
family union. I go and I just hang out. I'm like, all right, are we done? We got to get back. It's late. We got to get back. I'm done with it. I don't like it.
No, it was
Oh,
fine.
okay.
It was fine for me. It was a good time.
But see, I don't have siblings though. Too. I think that the brother sister bond is different.
Oh yeah, my family in Arizona. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Someone ended up leaving. They're dead.
That sounds right, Beckerman. Yeah. Homer's a wise man.
It's been a while since I've been to Vegas.
No doubt about it, Beckerman. Yes, I agree with you on that one.
They need to get some gambling going in Missouri, damn it.
Y'all got gambling around you?
We have it in Kansas, yeah.
Yeah, we do too.
I think they opened that up everywhere now.
It just opened in Kentucky, I know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think everywhere it's kind of open to the gambling now. What about you, Spidey? Y'all got gambling up there or over there?
We've mentioned obviously last weekend we talked about the casino in the city.
Yeah, you said it was a different casino though. Like, is there gambling in there? Or is it like?
Yeah, well, it's still a casino. Like they still have like the slot machines, and they still have your tables and all that sort of stuff. You can play your blackjack or poker and all that sort of stuff and
Nice
things like that. But we have and I talk about like poker machines. Is basically like it's just like the button stuff. You just feed it coins, feed it notes, whatever, and it just gives you spins and stuff like that. They're pretty much in nearly all the like in a lot of like local hotels and stuff like that. So
did you say feed it notes?
Yeah, feed it notes. Yeah, coins.
Never heard
notes.
you say that before. Never heard you say that.
But yeah, you can pretty much you can't go anywhere without
1 hour 8 minutes. Let's talk about it. Matt Spidey notes.
no more clips.
Feed it notes.
Feed it notes. Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I enjoy it.
It literally takes it like it eats it. So
yeah, I like a good casino trip, but I do like. I'm a table game guy. Like I like throwing dice or even if it's roulette. Like even if I'm just like doing 50-50 bets or something like it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only major cities. Major cities have got. Well, most major cities here have got casinos, but yeah, everywhere the poker machines are like everywhere.
I was thinking every city there was a major city.
Yes and no.
Like I thought it was either one. I'm not trying to be stupid. I thought it was either like city or nothing. Like Outback, like the legit bush.
No, so if you talk about like Melbourne, for argument's sake, like you got the central business district, so the actual city of Melbourne, which is classified as a suburb, as the main city, obviously, and then the suburbs just are all connected to the major city, and it goes like you've literally got to drive probably 2 hours to actually see bushland.
Really?
Wow.
I just don't understand how this works. I have to go there. April. I'm going there in April.
Hmm.
I've already planned it.
Remy and Joe coming to invade.
No, I don't.
Melbourne.
I don't know how that's working out. I don't know. Joe, you can chime
Joe
in
and
if
I
you
have been
want.
talking about this for like. I reckon we were talking about that.
I can
back
tell
on
you
the
this.
banter,
I
on the
mentioned
banter days. I reckon.
I mentioned to Angel
Very much so.
the Joe Australia trip, and she shut that shit down pretty quick. Now this is what I'm saying. Angel's an understanding lady. Like she's cool. She's one of the guys. She gets it, and I get away with a lot of stupid shit. But that she ixnayed that very quickly. She's Joe without. I don't think so. Like
You might cut out for a second there.
Yeah. Oh no, she was. Yeah.
Hey, Chop.
She wants.
Yeah, what up, John?
Hey, Chop, how you doing?
Wait, she's scared you're not going to come back.
No, I think she just wants to take a vacation there. It's like she knows I'm going to have the time of my life, and I can't do that without the missus. Can't let that shit happen.
Yeah.
But she was upset when I got to go to Baltimore, like con, and she was like, "Oh."
I think that'd be the same for me. Like if I, and I'll use the term loosely, ever get to Heroes Con.
Yeah, when you come to Heroes Con.
Thing that Chip has reminded me with that T-shirt.
Oh.
That like Beck and I will be doing that. Like I won't be going by myself. Well, for start off, I've never been overseas. She has. I haven't. But yeah, she'd definitely be coming with me and experiencing the whole thing with me. So
yeah, I think you should come to America.
I have to reevaluate my marriage. My wife kicks me out of the house to go do these things. Go. Get away.
No, we'll do all the cons together.
She's already packing my bags now for next Heroes.
Yeah. We do all the cons together, but yeah, we always do our own separate things. Like she'll always go, she does the celebrity stuff. So she'll go get like, the signatures on the, the portfolio sort of photos and stuff. Whereas I'll be hunting books or in Artist Alley or whatever. But we always do like, the exhibitor floor together and things like that. But chasing stuff, it's generally our own things. So
yeah.
Yeah, I can see. So I can see a lot of people's partners in the community would be like, "Nah, you just go do it yourself. I ain't going to that nerd shit."
Well, especially if they're not.
That's how my wife would be.
If they're not
My
into
wife's
it,
the same
you
way,
know what I
dude.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'll go to a comic shop and my wife will sit in the car. She'll play on her phone. She won't even go in. She's like, yeah, whatever.
See, I go
She's
to
done
the
it a
comic-
couple times.
Like
but-
when I go to the shop, I'll come back and she'll be like, "What'd you get?" And I'm like, "Oh, I got these 5." And she's like, "That's it?" Whoa! It's like a problem, man. Like I get that.
What'd you get for me?
Whoa! I always tell her
Yeah.
she's making a pterodactyl
Where's
sound.
mine?
Whoa! It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't spend enough money. I couldn't believe that shit. I remember I went to a gun show one time with a friend of mine. One time I went to a gun show and she's like, "You didn't buy a gun?" And I was like, "I was allowed to buy a gun? What? What? I didn't even know this was possible. I thought I had to ask permission." Like,
This is America.
yeah.
Mhm.
It was one time and I think it's because, you know what, though? I think it was a mind game. I think that's what it was. She knew.
Yeah.
She knew I wasn't gonna be that ballsy with it. Just show up.
Keep poppity pop.
Mhm.
K-pop has been doing some awesome stuff.
I suppose for you guys, going to a gun show and not buying a gun would be like a nerd going to a comic convention and not buying a comic.
I mean, I don't know. I've only been to one gun show.
I suppose there is a difference between being not a gun nut, but a gun collector or a person who likes guns, and then just having one, two for personal protection or whatever.
Oh no, I don't like to discuss how many I have.
Yeah, we wait for backstage. You just start pulling them
He
all
doesn't
out.
want to be put on that
I don't like
list.
to discuss that. Yeah, I don't want. Well, you
That's
put
how
that
you
It's
out.
kind of like
there.
his chickens. It's
That's
kind
how
of like
you
his
get on
chickens.
the-
He's only got 5.
Mhm. Got 5 chickens and I own a firearm. That's all I'll say. We don't need to get into specifics.
Yep.
Oh, shots fired. I heard about this. I happened to jump on the Insomniac the other night during the week, like just for the tail end of it or whatever, because I'd come home from work and I heard that he got banned from Marcus's stream, apparently.
Oh.
There was a mix-up on Tuesday, but everything got worked out. Everything's fine.
Oh. Okay.
Apparently, you can time out people now. Apparently,
I tried to time him out, but apparently I banned him, which was not what I was
I
trying to
banned
do.
one
Yeah, you could do
person. And then I got accused of banning another person. I still haven't figured that out. Somebody said they can't watch anything of mine. I was like, I swear I didn't do anything. I don't know.
Well, that happened to
Yeah.
me with DJ. Like I didn't get banned from watching, but I couldn't comment. Like I was throwing comments in the thing, and I'm like, usually, as soon as you throw a comment in a chat, people say hello to you automatically. That's just the way it is. Even if it's the start, at the end, whatever, you get a couple of people to say hello, and nobody was replying. I'm like, have I done something wrong, or what the fuck's going on, and stuff like that. So I waited for the following in the midst.
Nobody
the following
writes to
week.
Spidey when he mentions anything.
Yeah.
And then it was still nothing. So I messaged DJ and he's like, I'll look into it. And he goes, yeah, somehow you were banned from making comments
blocked.
somehow.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I didn't know you could
he
do
fixed
that.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that.
Exciting.
Not through StreamYard, but through the YouTube side.
StreamYard. I got you, Chip. I got what you were saying there, Chip.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have? What new things do we have in store for StreamYard, Chip? Is there anything new you've been cooking up? What are you guys planning over
Not
there?
at all. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. No.
Though an interesting thing happened last weekend where, because I upgraded. It's happened backstage. I upgraded my thing, obviously, to allow more people on for Spidey's Outback. So I can have the 10 people. I just picked the basic, the first pay level one.
Yeah.
And I still haven't selected the one admin that I'm allowed to select yet.
Yeah.
And I used to have admin, obviously, for Remy when Remy did Remy's place. And I said, I can't get into it. I can't find it for some strange reason. Like, I can't get into it. It's just disappeared. And he goes, you're still an admin. You can't do it. So we worked it out anyway. But somehow backstage, Remy was able to jump into mine and start a live stream, even though I haven't actually allocated an admin yet.
Yeah. So I have full access to Mad Spidey's channel. I can live stream from his channel. I can record from his channel. 100% Mad Spidey just start up a live stream. I have no admin rights. He can not start anything from my channel. He can control. Oh no, I guess you could start it now.
I can
right?
now. I can now. We've fixed it now. But beforehand, like, because I think when I got access to Rob's, I think they kicked me out of yours.
Yeah.
But
I can start a live stream from his. Now I don't have any of his brand stuff. It's mine.
Yeah.
So it's as if it's my channel, but it legit is through Mad Spidey's YouTube.
Yeah, it was free. We were doing some
It's the
Inception shit.
best takeover. I'm preparing for the best takeover of all time.
It was like, because it was, I think, because Sean was still with us. So it was me, Remy, and Sean still in my in Spidey's Outback, and then Remy started another one in my channel, and it was just me and Remy in there. So we were like, I kept hearing the echo, when people have YouTube on at the same time as StreamYard.
Yes.
Full Inception echo shit going on. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was weird. It was unlisted through his channel. So stay tuned, everybody, for Mad Spidey. I don't know what I think we're gonna do statue reviews.
Well, you do have some statues.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. What if it gets crazy views? What if I do a statue review and they're like, this guy Mad Spidey is the shit. Yeah, I can't he's got a trident. They're like, man, this guy's incredible.
He's got a
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
What up, Las Cruces?
Supposed to be
What
from
up,
Australia. He's got no accent though. I don't get it, but golly.
What up, Green Hulkster?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey. Yes.
Yeah,
It was-
Spidey needs to do a weapons
Yeah, you
unboxing.
see, he's
Mhm.
I
a
still
good
have
idea.
I still have a couple. I got rid of most of them, but I still have a couple.
yeah.
I have my stuff from the Blade movie, so.
That's all
But
you need.
I don't want to be because I don't know whether if there's Australian censorship or not. Whether it's country specific or not, but yeah, I don't want to be getting caught with that stuff on my channel. I did it on Simon's channel when he was doing his collectible show and tell. I showed a few things, but
Mm.
I had
but
a
that's
blast
his channel,
on that.
so
I think I did that shit twice. That was great. I want to go back on again. I got all kinds of wacky stuff.
I think I'm up to 6 or 7 appearances now because I'm always
Really?
his back. Yeah, I'm always his backup. It's like, oh crap, somebody pulled out the last minute. I need at least one more person. Yeah, all right.
I mean, that's the thing though. Like, I mean, as collectors though, you got to collect other stuff. That's what's so cool about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, yeah, we all have books, but what else else do you have in that
What
room?
other hobbies you got?
Yeah. Well, that's why I started up my my own my pre-recorded collectible show, just showing some other stuff that I have. So
Yeah.
Well, why am I not invited on that? Why can't we pre-record a collectible show, Spidey? I would like to showcase something on your show. I might do that after we finish this.
I walked into that one, didn't I?
The Remy Cube
Mhm.
collectible show on Mad Spidey channel. It's going to be fantastic. It may even be award nominated one day. Who knows?
Is it going to be?
Could
Is it
be.
going to be a consecutive episode, or is it going to be like episode 1 of a new?
I
version?
might show off. I'll show off shit for 10 hours and I'll chop it up into 20-minute segments. And every week I'll release another 20 minutes. Just weird stuff. Where the hell did you find that? I don't even know. I don't know.
That'd have to be a Nerf episode for sure.
I feel like that's an easy one to pull off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
You could probably do a year's worth of that just in 20-minute segments.
Yeah.
The amount of Nerf stuff he has.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out.
Goes falling.
At least it wasn't a Burke fall.
Yeah. Exactly.
I can't believe you got rid of that, didn't you, Remy? I think
The
I'm
Burke
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you got rid of that.
Mm.
Having a look.
I was on that channel that day, but I didn't record it.
So much stuff. Yeah, I think he might have got rid of it. I think.
Yeah. Shoebox of toenail clippings.
Whatever floats your boat, I suppose.
Yeah, it's Katie.
Yeah, no, I think you got rid of it. He probably still has it in the archives, but not on StreamYard at the moment.
Yeah, it's Katie.
Yeah, it's Katie. We're used to it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Googly eye attention.
Yeah, don't trust him. He's a saboteur.
It might get me some views, possibly. Well, he's got a lot more subs than I do, so it definitely would get me more views. But whether it's good for the channel or not, or whether I get my first ever copyright claim or strike, it might be a different story.
Mm.
No, probably.
You haven't lived until you got one of those.
Mm.
Then you know you made it.
I think the two obvious choices
would
either be Remy or Rob. Because
Yeah.
they're the ones most likely to be able to run a Spidey's Outback if I can't actually run it.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me see if I can share this. I want to show you all next level nerd. All right. Okay, can you see this?
Yes.
It's a crossbow.
It's a Nerf crossbow. Kind of girly, you know what I mean? Whatever. It is what it is. So this is how nerd I got for a time. So that's the original right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me take that off. I started to paint
Oh my
them,
lord!
and I did these like old style,
Very cool. Copper.
like
Yeah.
I did all the. I had like steampunk ones. I would like rust them and stuff. But I started
That's
doing
cool.
these like real nerdy, like brush
Were you,
painted things.
were you selling them?
I don't know what I was planning on doing with this crap.
You
I
like
don't
gave it
know
like
what
a
But I found like a
patina look.
bin filled with these ones that I had like sanded and painted and like because I modify them to make them like different, like stronger and stuff. But
Yeah.
this is
Cool.
nerdy. Like when you start painting this stuff, I'm embarrassed about that.
Maybe you need to do a
It's-
nerd show with K-pop. She's got a whole.
I'm feeling like you can make some money off of that.
I was gonna
man.
say, hit a Renaissance fair, you got it made.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, maybe
Start
like
open up a booth at
cosplayer,
Renaissance
like,
fair. Yeah, cosplayers. Yeah.
but yeah, like I even and I remember at one point because see, like I took apart the parts and I painted all the little parts and I don't know. I found this
Jeez.
one. There was a bin of like some half done stuff that I had forgotten that I had not only gotten the Nerf blasters for, but I had invested in special paint and brushes and stuff to make it look like old timey.
Old timey. That's very cool.
Yeah, gave her that patina sort of look.
Yeah.
And you were just
Like I
doing
said,
it
I got
for
this like stuff that I could brush on there and it would make it look like rusted. And then I got like these little metal cogs and I was getting into like steampunk. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, steampunk Remy. There you go.
There you
I
go.
don't want
So you
that
tell me
title.
you didn't have a plan as you were doing this. You were just doing it.
No,
Just
I
doing
just
it.
did it. That's what I'm saying. I was that guy, and I'm in a little room, and my wife came in and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm painting my Nerf guns. Whoa, like fucking Gollum. Whoa, like this stupid. Like I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
Like old boy from Spaceballs playing with his
Yes,
toys.
yeah. Because the thing is, so like Nerf, right? Like if somebody's like, "Oh well." You're a d-bag because you like Nerf blasts. It's like, all right, but at the same time,
What? Who says that?
at the same time, show up. Like, what? You got something that can beat me? You bring it. Like, I got an arsenal here. Like, I can back that up. But this doesn't make. This is nerd. That
Hey,
doesn't.
Kyle.
Make
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah. All I remember is when I had the desire to buy a Nerf gun for a certain little kid. I
Mhm.
went right to Remy. It's like he's my
Mhm.
Nerf guy.
Yeah.
What do I get?
I've got that blaster right here. It's a fantastic
Yeah.
one.
I'm surprised you didn't buy the what was it, the Mandalorian one or the Boba Fett one or whatever like that? The big
Oh
rifle.
yeah, the big
Well,
one.
I know
Yeah.
Simon bought one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Simon was doing some pretty good shorts with that too. He got the alien one too. That
Mhm.
plasma rifle.
Yeah.
Because there's actually a guy that his comic shop owner, Mark, knows that. Yeah, he does a lot of. He just like and he won't charge any
Oh.
money for it. He just loves doing modifications or repaints or all that sort of stuff and things like that. Because he's done a few for Mark. And I know, he's got like the big old alien gun or whatever like that, and he literally repainted the whole thing to make it look like the movie version.
The movie prop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So like it's there's people that do it, like even modifying like action figures and statues and stuff like that.
Smacks.
There's a
Yeah.
big market out there because a lot of people want to get
Huge.
it done. So
Huge. Yeah. Especially now that you could 3D print, resin print the heads and the figures, the arms, all that stuff, and you can kind of swap it out. So many people are
Yeah,
doing
I'd like
that
to get
stuff
into
now.
3D printing.
you have one, don't you, Chip?
Yeah, I've got two of them now. Yeah, I've got a regular resin and then a regular 3D printer.
Oh,
Cool.
Uh-oh. What's Remy grabbing now?
whoop.
There you know, Talon.
Like, can you laser print me a a prosthetic leg or something
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Prosthetic legs he has. Plenty of. I actually was watching something on sports today about basketball, and they were actually 3D printed the basketball now. And they're talking about Spalt is using that as a 3D printed basketball for
I did
the
say
NBA.
something, yeah, like the whole basketball looks like hollow,
Black and has
but
the
it's like it's all
the-
like webbed
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, but it was hollow and it still worked like a normal basketball.
octagon. Oh yeah, that's pretty
Yeah, it
neat
looked really
looking.
wicked.
Oh, I can't open it.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
got-
yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, PLA.
Can you use that?
I could.
It's a giant roll. I got it
Yeah.
at a bargain bin for like nothing. And I remember Angel had mentioned he was that you were doing something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I got this. And I meant to send it to you and I forgot about it. I found it today. And I was like, it's a
Yeah.
giant roll. I don't know how much
So is that what you feed into the printer or something? Is it? Or?
Yeah, that's the
says it's
actual
500
filament.
grams. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, that should be good. It's the filament you feed into the top of it. It gets heated up, and then
Well,
the
hey,
nozzle.
I'll next week I'll try
Makes
to
it
ship it to
simple.
you. I got to ship out a bunch of stuff anyways. I'll try to ship it to you then.
Okay, cool.
Because I can't use it. I don't have it. Like I said, it was one of those where I grabbed it and I was like,
Yeah.
You just saw a bargain and you went, "Yep, I'm just buying it."
yeah, they
I'm
used to have
buying
these
it.
bargain bins like it was like discount stuff. Like they would get like Amazon stuff, and then like the first day they'd sell everything for like $15, and the next day it was like $10, and then it just kept going down, and then eventually it was like 50 cents.
Yeah.
And like you can find all kinds of stuff. So I found that spool. I think I paid like $1 for it.
Yeah.
It was like $50 or something. I was like,
Hey,
I
Marty.
think
Marty.
What up, Marty?
Yeah.
What would something like that normally cost?
I don't know, $10.
Yeah, they're probably like $10, $15. I
Oh,
imagine,
okay. I
stuff
thought it was
that.
like $100. Or
No,
something
yeah,
like
no. They're not expensive. No.
So it's just it's like a lot of
There's-
things in computers. It's the unit itself costs a lot, but the consumables not so much.
You know what? You could pick up one of those flatbed, printers that'll actually use that for less than $100, and actually start creating 3D prints. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been like 3D printers are only just being talked about when I left computers.
Yeah.
And like they were like $20,000-$30,000 or something ridiculous.
Oh, yeah,
and they were
no,
like
no, yeah.
huge and
You can get them fairly inexpensive now on Amazon, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Like, I'd like to design something with it, but I don't know how to do that part.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole designing portion of it's a little bit tricky because you got to have the programs, and then it's for me. I'm not a big person with CAD, so I don't do a lot of 3-dimensional designing, but I do go on to a lot of other guys that actually do the designing.
CAD.
And it actually, they'll be the ones that'll actually create the files that you can actually put in, and you could scale it up and down as to how big you want the piece. So
I remember selling CAD programs back in the day when you used to actually buy like a full boxed product off the shelf for a thing. And like I remember selling a version of I think AutoCAD or something like that.
AutoCAD,
something like $8,000 or something like that back in the day. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Big time crazy money. Yeah.
But now everything's like licensing now. It's like you don't buy physical stuff anymore.
No,
it's
it's all
literally...
software as a service, man. It's all, you just kind of leasing it basically.
I've been duped on those before where somebody's got a statue and I'm checking it out and then they're like, you get the 3D file. And I was like, F you.
Yeah.
F you. Yep. I don't want that 3D. I have to make it and paint it now. Like, no. Take my money. You send me the physical item. Like, I don't get why that's so weird. Like, if I paid for something and then I got an email and they're like, here you go, I'd be like, I would do everything I could to kill that person. Like, everything I can to kill that person.
Joe, I need a location on this.
Yes,
seller.
Exactly.
What do I do with this? I open it up and it's like an image of it. I got ripped off. Ripped off. I thought I was getting a statue. And some
Mhm.
of those things are expensive too.
Oh yeah.
Like you're buying whatever that is just to print it out. But I don't know. That's the thing. I don't have a printer.
Yeah.
I need to get a printer.
Yeah.
I feel like if I got a 3D printer, that would be what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
talk to you guys anymore. No offense. I wouldn't do this anymore. I'd be like, it's a new hobby. What happened to Remy Q? He's 3D printing something. We don't even know. We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
They're Nerf crossbows.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
Steam.
Yeah.
No, I think it'd be real
What do you
crossbows.
make with this? They're making houses with this stuff now. It's crazy.
Oh
They have
yeah, I
those
seen
giant
that.
things like pendulum swings. And it's like melting a house together, or a 3D printed house.
Yeah.
To-
Yeah, I seen
That's
that.
what's so weird is I don't like how they call it printing. Like printing to me is flat paper. That's
Yeah.
your
Like
wizardry
maybe
when you're making
manufacturing, maybe, or
I don't know what it is, but it's not printing. That's not printing.
Yeah.
And they're doing with like skin and stuff now too. Like they're like, oh, we can make an ear. Oh,
Yep.
I don't want an ear. I just would be earless.
Didn't
Like, I
they
would
make
rock
like a
the earless.
heart or a liver or something? And
They're doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, they're like take little pieces of you, and then they start making you in a 3D printer. Oh, it's gross. I'll be earless.
I was watching Lex Friedman had an interview today with Zuckerberg where they did the interview entirely in the metaverse. And so Lex Friedman was in one room and Zuckerberg was in another city, but they were talking to each other as if they were right next to each other in the metaverse. It has a long way to go, but that is absolutely the future, and it's going to be crazy. The Oasis is coming. If you've ever watched Ready Player One or read the book, which the book is better.
I love that movie. Not as good as Interstellar, but I love that movie.
See, I was like the comic book guys with that movie. Like I came into that movie with so many expectations from the book that I hated it.
Anyways, good to have Marcus on.
It's nice knowing you, Marcus.
Yeah, it's my channel. I'm sorry, I can't accept that. I can't accept that. I understand people have their own opinions on things, but that's when you start having radical ideas like that. That's borderline. Like I can't be canceled over this. You know what I mean? I can't. Yeah,
I think CJ might have
hated it. You hated it.
That.
I couldn't get enough of that. Like I was every turn they took. I was like, there was so much nostalgia there. I was like, this is everybody has something they can pull from this that they enjoy.
That's what I was saying though, is that because I came in with expectations from the book, I wanted the book, and it's not the book. It's completely
There's a book?
Yes,
Oh.
there's a book. The book is way better. The book is way better. But once I let go of the book, then I can enjoy the movie after that. But
it's like a comic guy walking into a DCU or an MCU movie, basically.
No pictures, just words.
There's no pictures. It's a regular book. I can't do it.
I
never learned to read. I never learned to read. I can't do
better.
it. I can't do it. There's a reason why I read comic books, because it's just enough information I can absorb it. If I read a book, I read that paragraph and I get lost. I'm like, I don't know who they're talking about anymore. I don't know what this is. I'm like dyslexic or something. I have something wrong with me. I can't read. I never learned to read.
CJ, look, CJ, we need to just come to terms here. We can work this out, CJ. I don't want to be your enemy.
You can't hold it against them forever.
I don't want to be your enemy, CJ.
CJ,
fuck you, CJ.
Oh, I didn't put that. CJ, I didn't.
Damn.
That's a bad enemy to have right there. That dude will beat you up on a live
know it
stream
wasn't
all
me.
night long.
I got no
talk
controls.
about you for 6
You
hours.
won't even know it's happening, and then you've been drugged through the mud left and right. You're sitting there getting some Z's. You're prepping for the next day.
Get him, CJ. Let him be
CJ's
him.
like, I'm gonna get his ass.
Mhm.
Switch it to him, CJ. Target him.
I'm waiting for him to
Deserve
say like drop the link now or something like that. That's what he usually says when he starts getting fired up.
Mhm.
Because then he wants to jump on and start going off at people. Though it is usually very entertaining.
CJ. Good old CJ. He knows what he's doing.
I'm really loving his
there you go.
influencers series. Actually, that's actually some really good viewing. Like it's something, even though some of them go for like 2.5 hours, it's something you can easily watch on a rewind. Like I actually really liked watching that the Sticky Goose one. That was actually quite interesting to.
Oh, the
read
interview.
that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
interviews are good.
Yeah, thanks for making that awkward comic journey. Golly. Sticky Juice said that he doesn't do live streams, and I was like, I think I sent him his first super chat. And then CJ's like, well, Remy sent you your first super chat. And he's like, yeah, I think he did. Well, aren't you going to thank him? And I'm like, oh, God, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a public thank you. I wasn't trying to, like, flex on him or anything. It's just, I was trying to say, like, you never do live streams. I could have swore you did a live stream. I remember you talking about how you just had a baby, and I sent you the super chat. It was funny. We joked about it. He's like, aren't you going to thank him? He's like, well, I will thank him. Thank you, Remy. I'm like, oh, this is fucking awkward, dude.
I find it funny.
You
how
don't need
he
to bring the
was
man to
talking
his
about-
knees in front of me. Like, golly, I just was saying, I think he's done a live stream before. I remember that for some reason.
I remember when, like, I think I was actually on the Insomniac thing when Sticky Goose actually had just done that video about the CBCA awards, or CBC awards, and you know he was going off, you know, doing the usual CJ stuff, talking about it, or whatever like that, and then I think he actually called him Dicky Goose to start off with. I think he was started at Dicky Goose because he's like, and we're like, no, it's Sticky Goose. And he's like, no, I like Dicky Goose better. And then I think it went to Sticky Juice, and then I went to Dicky Juice, and then it went, oh yeah, it went all over the
my
friggin'
Lord.
place. Yeah, there you go.
Gotta love CJ.
Who doesn't love CJ?
Somebody that I don't want to know. How about that?
Hackers.
All right. I think I'm going to end this, guys. I apologize. I didn't mean for it to be that. I just wanted to show some slabs.
Wait, you show slabs?
Yeah, I showed some slabs.
I was watching.
I
even made a comment about it.
Yeah, I had a slab. You said that's right. You did. I saw it. I saw it.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I did. I saw it. Well, I appreciate you guys joining up.
Good times, man.
Thank you for stopping by and talking about it with me. No description needed. That's what I put this time. No description. I change it up. I change things up every now and then, everybody. You see? There was no Lady F because Angel wasn't here, but that's okay. I appreciate her for stopping by.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to mention anything? You got anything coming up? Anybody? Spidey, why don't you start us off here? What do you got coming on, man?
The only thing next will be.
All right, Chip, what do you got?
The exact same thing Spidey does.
Yeah, it'll be well, this weekend will only be Spidey's Outback. So anybody is free to join. I will send the link out to a few chats. But if anybody is not in any of those chats or don't think they're in any of those chats, feel free to hit me up and I'll send you the link.
Yep.
All are welcome.
I got nothing, man. Sir, you don't need to say no more. You don't need to. Chip Geller.
Hey, FOC and chill Tuesday nights, but more importantly, Comics Curing Cancer. October 20th is the start of that. Be ready. I'm taking off work. I'm going to be on YouTube all day for 2 days, 3 days for that thing. And I'm really excited about it. Saving my money so I can get a chance at some of this great original art, plus all the books that are going to be available. It's going to be crazy. So if you're not plugged into Instagram, Comics Curing Cancer, definitely get plugged in so you know the schedule and we can say hi to each other in all these chats.
Well done.
Well, we
Yep,
definitely appreciate you shouting that out. Again, thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate you.
Good time.
I appreciate everybody in the chat. You guys are amazing. I will find something completely different to play us out to.
Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be awesome.
It's done.
Closing time. Time to roll to Chili's and chow down with my fucking boys.
Night, you cock slamming fool.
I do prefer the more sort of, I suppose you could call it intimate sort of